Hello kings and queens, your majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. If you're a returning subscriber, if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Why not subscribe to the channel to be part of this family of royalty, right? Today we'll be talking about this whole issue that went viral, I think about last week or so, about this African sister who was telling fellow Africans not to move to the collective West in 2023. And it was like, what are you telling me? You don't want me to go to the West to go make it? You don't want me to prosper? And a lot of persons called her names. Some even went far to say she was diabolical, like she was possessed. She don't want other people to progress like the way she is progressing, and a whole lot of emotions are raising. That is a problem with we Africans. We don't really want to hear when the truth is being said to us. Let's listen to her, because I think there's a lot of things she's saying here that when you listen attentively, it's not because she don't want you to progress. I think it's just a sister who might have gone through some things and just want to share her experience, like telling you why you shouldn't just move hastily out of your own continent, because what is even our own these days, we don't value it. Now tell me, why will what we have not be stolen? When we don't value what we have, we look at ourselves as things, humans that are not important. What we have, our own home, our home that they are running to secretly right now, we look at our own home as a place that we shouldn't live in, and then we feel it's better we move out to the West. How will Africa prosper with mindsets like this?
2023 to 2025 is undoubtedly going to be the worst time for most African migrants. Whether you're coming from Nigeria, whether you're coming from Ghana, Cameroon, Uganda, South Africa, any African country at all, and you're thinking of moving to the US, to the UK, EU, the EU zone, Australia, Canada, this is not the time. This is not the time for you to move. And I made a video concerning this. Most of you were in the comments making me feel like I'm an agent of darkness. Please, I've never in any way said do not move abroad. Wherever you want to move to, please be aware of what's happening where you're going to. Currently, there is inflation. Inflation is through the roof and it's not coming down. The citizens of the places you're running to are looking to move out. Some of them, if they can get even as little as $3,000 to $5,000, they are out of America, they're out of the UK, they're out of Canada. Please listen to me. I am not an enemy of progress. I am not a witch. I am not all that you guys called me in the last video. The current situation of the dollar, which is the Federal Reserve currency, the currency that most countries use to trade, people use it for business, everything, it is going down. There is a massive de-dollarization going on now, and it's going to get worse. If you feel like you're paying a lot more now for your bills, for your whatsoever, before the end of 2024, it is being predicted to go up. I am only here to make you guys aware of what you're going into or what you're already into and you do not know. Please, 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 if you're thinking of relocating, if you're thinking of moving, if you have your finances down, if you have your offer letter from your uni or whatsoever, and you're thinking and you're looking to move, please think twice. There are so many countries, so many countries that you can move to. Let's remove that colonial, I would say colonialism, I've been a colonial. You know where I'm heading to that. Only the UK or US or Canada is where greener pasture can be found. No. These are not the places that greener pasture is for now. For now, avoid these zones, because the people living there, the majority of immigrants, they're not finding it funny. They're not saving. And that's the gospel truth. So please do your research.
I would say that our reasonings have been polluted. 90% of those living in ALKEBULAN, our reasonings have been polluted. It's just recently that a lot of us are trying to pull out of that pollution. Like we're forcing ourselves out of that pollution, out of that ideology that if you are in ALKEBULAN, your destiny cannot be fulfilled, your life cannot be as beautiful as you would want it to be. You would have to travel out, to the point that a lot of mothers, when they are pregnant, they try their best a lot, especially you can it's you know, it's everywhere online. A lot of YouTubers, most of them, you notice that whenever they are pregnant, they prefer to travel out to the west to go give birth to their child, just because they want that child to not be a citizen by birth in ALKEBULAN. They will try everything possible to go give birth to their child outside. And when you talk, you know, it's like there is this group of this caliber of people, they fix themselves in this group where, oh, my child was born in the US, my child was born in Canada, I gave birth to my child in where in the West. And it's just like a thing of pride for a lot of us. And it's shameful. It's shameful because as a parent, what are you telling your children? That their homeland, their inheritance is not important. They have to keep running to the West. And they use it to intimidate a lot of other people who do not have the means to travel out to go give birth to their child in the West. Because we have decided to keep living in that pollution, that the West is the best. If it's not the West, it's not important. To the food we eat, from the food we eat to the clothes we wear, from the crown of our head to the soles of our feet, we are always tied to, oh, I got this from America, oh, I got this from Canada, oh, I got this from where? In the West. All we wear most of the times, when it's from Africa, we feel it's not something that I should wear. When it's from Africa, you feel it's not something that you should have, to the point that there are people that furnitures, you see furnitures, in the whole of ALKEBULAN, they feel there is no place that furniture can be made to their taste. They have to ship down their furnitures. I'm talking about furnitures, just this wood, the chairs you sit and the bed you lie on, the kitchen, whatever, is shipped from the West. Now tell me, how do we progress where we keep having this mindset of it has to be the West? Oh, I have to run to the West. If I want to make it, I have to be in the West. This is what the colonizers have implanted in our brains. We are all still colonized, however we look at it. Oh, the US is so, they're heartless. Oh, they're doing like this. Oh, they're like that. But you are patronizing them in every way possible. You don't patronize your own. These white people are like this. You are the one giving them the upper hand. You are the one making them, look like gods that cannot be defeated. Because you patronize them in everything. A lot of us have banks outside of the continent. That we store our goods, we store our jewelries, we store whatever. Not in Africa. So whenever you see someone like this sister coming out to say, no, remain where you are, as for now, do not even plan of leaving, you see a lot of persons. Sometimes you even be ashamed of yourself as an African to have people, to have brothers and sisters of yours who still have this mindset of Africa cannot be progressive. Africa, if you're in Africa, you cannot make it. If you're in Africa, you are not civilized. If you're in Africa, you are this, you are that. When they themselves, I think I've been saying this recently in most of my videos. Sweethearts, your majesties, these people are secretly buying lands in Africa. These people are secretly running off their hometown because they know soon Babylon is collapsing. And then here we have our own people who are living in paradise. Our own people living in the Garden of Eden, living in the motherland, are seeking to run to the place that is collapsing. Now, if you want to be lost, you're your own. Because there are times that it's just the same with children. Most of our children are not the same. There are some that behave differently. You try your best to put them in the right path, they still want to be lost. When someone wants to be destroyed, no matter the effort you put in, that person will see fire and still go to enter that fire. He or she will see fire and tell you this is water, because the mind is made up. And that is how most of us in Africa are. And it's quite unfortunate, I tell you. Because there's no faith in the land anymore. There's no hope anymore in the motherland. And all thanks to some persons who tried their best to destroy our land. And it's because we gave them opportunity to do so. Now they collide with the West to destroy our land. So we all lose interest in our land. We all lose interest in our motherland. We all lose interest in our inheritance. And right before our eyes, they are coming to take what belongs to us. Just because of this mindset. When it is African, is inferior. When you are in Africa, you are not civilized. When you are in Africa, you don't know what's up. When you are in Africa, it's like this. You have to go to the West because the West is the best. Until we change our mindset, nothing will change in the African reality. Until we change the way we look at our continent, until we change the way we look at ourselves, the way I look at you, until I change it, until you change the way you look at me, nothing will change in the future we are struggling to put in, to make possible. What do you think about this whole thing? Do you think she is an enemy of progress trying to tell her people, please wait for now, things are bad? Or you think she saw something else? Because she herself, she's in Saudi Arabia. Right, and I think she lived in the West for some time before, prior to this time as well. So I think she has some all-power information that a lot of persons that are struggling to go out there do not have. And it's like she's now the bad egg, right? She's trying to stop people from progressing. Anyway, leave your thoughts there at the section, and I will see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive. Bye for now.